That heavy when we get that damages, we able to recover it up till now. But we dey ask for help at least because we don't get some finance, but that financing no go able to do anything. You go start, but you not go able to do what you want. So they call for help, may they help because the place on danger for look. At least pass manga for the taking time. They tell people and say, hey, una commander, yanda not fine, yanda all this. So now so they were saying they just they so force. And the last latter days they become fun with the help we make this place, but actually the way they make the place, water can erase the broke. The slabs them undermine inside the tank they so like that area and then they damage right now and they damage and they will get for concentrate this dry season. Yeah, we they call for sorry organizations them at least make themselves come and watch for themselves and look, we need help at least because right now cement iron rod not easy because the stone will get and work.
Now for sake of this, Sheikh Mustafa Dumbuya, when an elder in this community, being get for show the amount of money within the community waterside fund, and same way so say this couple no go have for settle all the problem for ensure say this waterside in a better condition.
Maybe go meet the man who put in charge, tell and say waiting that going forward for make here and the people like Cambrook. So himself, I don't go meet her because we don't get a stone them. Get a stone, you don't get a material them for making. Already the season don't go come back so now. Let make it take a now they in the process for see don't go make because don't get a material they all. Because small market in a fund we can give me where I think say now one day on top we buy sand and cement do in attempt the way the go seize. But the money waiting at the fund is not better because now about 1,450,000 in at the fund. So they get that. Well, the challenge they face with the ask government if they themselves go able for can help we follow improve the water side even like na side we broke so safe. We go able make but at least government by themselves can assist we go make a more properly so that people no go get any problem at the water side. People no go able use the water side very effectively and no problem no go did it.
Sheikh Mustafa Dumbuya end up say, as community people then go work with any serious organization we go come and support them for solve this challenge with the community waterside they face. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mohammed Lamin Kebe, the report.
From now reporting in England, with the program we listen to a Good Morning Salon, and inside the program we look at another issue. This BNTM one bridge na Makani na Kamaquewi road be for them, and because of these people where they use this bridge don't defend and difficult for do them different business them. For no waiting government don't they do for make this bridge. Reporter Usman Kama be talk to the Director General and Salon Roads Authority Alfred Jalil Momodu. We say by Tuesday SLRS will don't make back one bypass road where people would use for so take government to make back this bridge. Well, engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu talk more to reporter Usman Kamara.
We get a responsibility over all roads and road-related structures, ferries and bridges in this country. So now we foresee say would they develop new ones would they maintain the other one they will get, and some will go down, deteriorate to a certain level, now we'll go rehabilitate them, and of course the maintenance of facilities there.
All right. As you mentioned, say one of the mandates now for look at bridges across the country. Witness the status so far in terms of the bridge that we'll get.
Well, we get scores of hundreds of bridges around the whole country, and some are major bridges some are minor bridges and we they follow up on them. We are doing inspections on them. We they investigate their conditions some of them in excellent conditions, some good, some fair, and of course some they in the bad shape. But the fact is we look at them all and we prioritize them and then we take actions on them as and when necessary.
All right. So how often can inspect some of them bridge there?
Well, we the bridges and so many around the country, so they look at them. When we don't see, for example, they're in excellent condition, then we not go down like on the annual basis. They're in good condition, probably after 2 years, they'll look at them. So as in condition, they deteriorate, then the frequency, of inspections, they increase.
Okay, most of the bridges, waiting at the lifespan.
They vary based on the time where they build them, the purpose. When I say purpose, the traffic where they build them for, But normally bridges will last from between 50, 75 to 100 years. And in fact, the recent one they do now, the very major ones, then we target really in 75 to 100 years.
All right. Recently, we are in one bridge for them now, up country. What are the reasons so far for that?
Okay, in the first place, the bridge will get a maintenance issue where we will closely look at. In fact, plus the time I don't know whether we now look at the papers, tender been there out for that day, people then respond to the tender, we don't evaluate the bid, we just there about from to sign a contract, then that unfortunate incident happened. But then it's also an old bridge, as a matter of fact. So which means those are sort of bridges that we can be very careful how they handle. We impose load restrictions. Sometimes we talk to communities about the load. Sometimes we can talk to law enforcement officers. Then we can adjacent then facilities and they about the the loads and so forth and so on. So that particular bridge, like how we all know, on that unfortunate night, a truck where being loaded with aggregates that stone, go claim inside and. A bridge we made up of small slabs and come together, and a few of the slabs then begin issue when I really the maintenance thing will be need for cast and put it was okay for light vehicles, but for heavy vehicles, actually when that heavily loaded truck go inside it, well, one of the slabs then give way, and then of course the motorcast itself go inside the bridge. That now the road really connect Makani to Kamaquewi. But then get it turn, they call it on Mateum, where they close it. The closest town where they call it Mateum. In fact, they call it now Mateum Bridge. So now along that axis, that incident occur.
All right. From where this incident happened, what in the authority don't do so far? Because people they live in that area, and then get for good food stuff and other things. Them.
Well, the moment the incident happened, we immediately dispatch a team of engineers and they then go there, and I think in a couple of hours we pull out a press release. We really detail actions and what we need for take, and they be categorized into three. We can get the immediate one when I mean for ensure so we restore traffic there, at least for light vehicles, okadas, people that where they apply the routes, and within the next 2 days or so we'll be able to do that one day. So the next part will for move on to now the intermediate one. The intermediate one get for B for law put in place a facility. We go ensure say vehicles of all capacity. I mean all loading arrangements, trucks, them light vehicles and so forth and so on. They all go able pass the. And at that phase they would now, as I speak to you, with the mobilized materials and at the site. So which means between Monday, probably by Tuesday, we suppose for done substantially complete the restoration of that bypass day to a level where will be make all vehicles and of all categories and go past the now the medium term plan. The long term plan, the bridge collapsed, and there's nothing we can do else about it except we reconstruct that bridge. It's about 35 meters. That tells you in capital requirement huge. But we're done there in discussions with the Ministry of Finance, the road maintenance funds, and so forth and so on. So what's to happen next is now within the budget season, we'll include that into the 2025 budget. Of course, even if money be available, we're not able for adequately intervene at this point in the year because rains again for Kante until October or November. And it's a bridge, so obviously water go affect it. So I mean, we use this period for law include that into the budget, and then come next year when we implement the budget, then we go think about the reconstruction of that bridge.
As citizens, we all get role and responsibility as we for keep some of them facility and they in good shape. What think will be your message so far to citizens them in general? We at times maybe can use some of the road them or bridge them the wrong way.
Right. So one of the major ways and way they can use with bridges in the wrong way now the load. People then, especially when they get heavy trucks, they can just load down, overload and overload and overload. And not only the bridges, they affect the road infrastructure generally because the road they design, then designed for carry a particular maximum level of load, especially on the axles that we said entirely. So if you exceed that limit there, it only do you as an individual and personally good, but it destroy this country because everybody else in this country they benefit from them facilities and they like waiting happen. If that truck not being as low as it was, I mean obviously that kind of situation for the whole call. because the bridge been relatively okay for light vehicles and continuously for good light trucks there. So I feel say we forbidden for let them take some amount of responsibility for how then they use structures there in the road generally. And when we give warnings, then you also find for me the heat to them warnings then so I think that's how far we people are supposed to go. Otherwise, they affect to all as a country.
Well, inside our interview there, you just listen to the Director General at the Salon Roads Authority, Engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu, where they talk to reporter Osman Kamara for Seka Road and one bridge also, where they say for them this BNTM na Makani na Kamaquewi. And according to Engineer Alfred Jalil Momodu, is say by Tuesday they go to make bypass road where people go to use force. So the government get for make back this bridge. The program Good Morning Salon they continue. We when they bring this edition come to you this Monday, raining morning. May not up to you, Kalon.
And Musakama Namini Sabtu they emphasize on the rain in Monday morning.
Well, Intino decide all day. Regent and sport.
It don't be a rainy weekend and a rain in the morning.
Exactly.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue the country from 98.1 FM. As we mentioned inside One Power headline stories today. They look inside President Bill in 6 years of rule and 1 year in the second term. Voting how the two political parties then go describe the President Bill administration. Now we program for today's edition of the program Good Morning Salon. And for Sekadas I want to welcome Joe Sise from the Strategic Communications Unit. Now the Minister of Information and Civic Education. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
And they expect a representative from the All People's Congress APC party anytime from now inside the program Good Morning Salon. Well, they take One Power headline stories them usai the Salon Reporters Union on Saturday been get the election. Usai them pick new executive for run the association inside the next 3 years. Usai the president-elect Kabia say he go work with reporters them now the country for ensure say then solve the welfare challenge we then don't get. For more on this, we join Adeyemi Jackson.
In exercise of the powers conferred on the SLAD Chief Electoral Commissioner, I hereby declare the following people duly elected as executive members in the SLRU Regional and National Executive respectively. Eastern Region, Regional Representative, Commander Susan Kumba. Northern Region, Regional Representative, Florence Umukanuba. Southern Region, vacant. National Executive, President, Kabia Yeno Esther.
Zainab Joki, SLAD Chief Electoral Commissioner, they announced the names of the different regional and executive member them for the Salon Reporters Union. This come after where the Salon Reporters Union, when a body where they work for the interests of reporter them across the country, been decided for all the national election Saturday, July 20 this year. Usa then go pick Esther Kabia for being national president, Ronald Morovia for being secretary general, and other one them. This election, now one way plenty observer them, like the National Election Watch knew, believe say, being free, fair and transparent. Esther Kabia, when are the newly elected president for the Salon Reporters Union, we start to talk about how he feel when he win the election.
And I feel happy and also at the oldest position. I know all I'm as myself as an individual reporter, or I all I'm say this particular position at all I'm so now for 98.1 now. Me na the president of the Sierra Reporters Union and me na the president for all reporters them na the country and na for reporters that are there for and na for the welfare are there for and na for the welfare are they talk for.
They continue say part of in short-term plan now for set up the Salon Reporters Union office, develop database for all reporters them across the country and other one them.
Waiting next now for work on the manifesto because during the time we be the campaign team, we been talk about plenty things the way we say we for do na the union because as we all know the union we don't turn like even though the past executive them they do their own part, we self been come and campaign on different things them where we talk say if we win then see how we they do. We get with short term and with long term goal. We go start first with short term goal where the first one I follow go make back with secretariat, make back the office because as we be the say during we campaign and now when you go to the office now, we office na store. And then in our short term goal, we go ready for go make that secretariat there. The other thing back within our short term goal now for we database, for we reporters there. We get for register, we reporters them all over the country. You say you there, we reach out to you, we register you, we snap you, do all thing, get you information. Then we get forget we websites. Now we short term goal and then they get forget we websites. That websites they now do get for put all thing, but we reporters then get for print ID cards for we reporters them. Now we short term goals there dandy and the constitution, the past executive then get for do the handover, then get for handover dandy all now the documents then get for handover we get for review and back take and back to we reporters them out there and tell them say na so they wait to na want then they all now with short term goals.
After we Slad Chief Electoral Commissioner, we don't announce the result for the various positions them. I been talk to reporters them, but waiting they expect from the Yenokabia executive.
Well, I'm in Samuel Bangwa, the work for SABC TV. I expect much from the executive. I hope that they will work with their opponents for they will see better condition of service for the reporters. If we look at the reporters union, we don't die for a long time. We hope that with in your leadership, the reporters union go act fast for let them see to the welfare of the reporters. So we hope say go put a good mechanism in place for with the reporters and welfare. That's not empowerment. So wait a bit talk during a campaign and say that's gonna be really nice. Say it go work with labor and with offices them for the welfare good for with the reporters them.
Mina Estanene Kamara, I work on a Rise Radio. Well, they expect when they don't win this particular election, they go work for CC, they meet up to the welfare of journalists, they go look into issues the way don't they affect journalists them, like the issues of NASIT way before say like Boku journalists the way they work now, they don't get NASIT where they want for them. And we all know say NASIT now something way before say you they put today for you tomorrow. In a sense, you have half money you put in a corner where you go down retire, same way age go down tell on you not go able for work again. That money they na benefit. Now they able for they take half they do you half thing. So like we put we open to us and in team as they don't win this election that they go able for meet up to the welfare of journalists there.
Different reporters then will be present for this election. Hope say the Yenokabia executive go come improve the standard of reporter them in the country. Inside this election, Zainab Sunkari Kuruma may go for Vice President, Masa Kalon Yanga, Financial Secretary, Jonathan Turner, Public Relations Officer, and them position also be go unopposed. Women say they don't be part of the new executive for the Society for Radio Democracy. Adeyemi Jackson, the report.